done my eyelashes, my maroon base, and now it is grab your drinks, grab everything, because it's time to begin with the story time. That bell means that it is the story time. So I'm going to see where I put the story time. I'm going to come back, wait. So we left it off that I spot my friend Kiri with Erica, which should not be the case to spot your best friend, best mate with your enemy. Anyway, I had two options right there, leave or stay. And as a 12-year-old kid that was so curious, and curiosity was enhanced at that age from the wonders of this world, I chose to stay, especially when my name was mentioned. The thing they said and heard before I spotted them and recognized them, the thing that hurted me more than the betrayal, was that the conversation was leading to something personal back then to me. So I'm going to explain the context. In the beginning of the story times, I mentioned that me and Erica had a problem that was similar, that we bond with. And in the beginning, we had a good relationship as in like friendship. We were like frenemies before becoming enemies, and that problem made us come closer. And I didn't mention the problem because it is personal to Erica but also personal to me. So I'm not going for the privacy case, because I don't know if Erica one day is going to see this. I'm not going to be mentioning it because I also go through it, but also for her privacy, so you can guess it. So it's a private thing that I can't share with the world because it affects Erica, and I am afraid she might see this video, so we are going to guess it. You're going to guess it. If you're good at guessing the game of the mystery problem. Erica says something about it as a question. My friend Kiri answers in a very rude way and calls me by my name. So the question is related to what I was talking about, the private thing. And since back then I had no boundaries to defend myself in the interior from the words from the world that affected me, yet something unexpected there happened. Erica kept asking more questions to Kiri, as if she was trying to find a right answer, as if she was trying for Kiri to change the rudeness she described me with. Because after all, this problem involved Erica too. Then out of a sudden, Erica says something that shocks me and leaves me confused. I don't like the way you said that. She may be all that, but you have no right to mention it. Was my enemy all of a sudden defending me? My mind crossed the phrase, keep your friends closer but your enemies even closer. After all, you know the intentions of an enemy but never of a friend disguised as a snake. After all, that is why I called my enemy Erica's that is why I called my enemy Erica sometimes as a frenemy too, because she would do these things, but the other part, she would treat me bad. Wait, what? Erica? The same Erica, the girl who had literally just been involved in half the disasters of my life at that point, was defending me? And not just defending me, she was correcting Kiri. I didn't know what to do with that information. My brain was basically loading like a Windows computer from 2008. Error, the information does not compute. Because what was I supposed to do? Walk out and pretend I hadn't heard it? Confront them? Stay there and listen to the entire conversation like some unemployed detective? Yeah, that is me. Because whatever was happening between those two was something I didn't understand yet. And honestly, I had already had drama for one day, so slowly I walked towards the exit of the shop. I didn't look back, I didn't say goodbye, I didn't even let Kiri know I was there. I just walked out, and the second I stepped outside I thought, okay, now what? Because there was one tiny little problem. I didn't want to go back at home at all. Home wasn't exactly giving me a warm welcome. After everything that had happened, my mother was angry, my brother was angry, and I was angry. The Nintendo was was probably dead, the Nokia had somehow survived, and I was pretty sure another lecture was waiting for me, like the final boss of a video game. Can you imagine my mom just waiting for me, like, finish it with a flip-flop, the big ass flip-flop, boom. Oh, no, thank you. That is one of my nightmares. So I decided I'm staying outside, not forever obviously, just for a little while. That little while became another little while and another. I walked around the town. I went into different shops. I looked at toys, I looked at costumes, I looked at sweets, I looked at things I couldn't afford. I basically became a professional window shopper with a budget of €1. I walk into a shop, look at something amazing, check the price, $4.99. I look at my €1, then back at the item, and walk away like a financial responsible adult. I did the right thing. Like, I did the right thing. I wandered around the area near the church too. That was one of my favorite places. The huge church, the bells, the streets around it. It was familiar, and being there felt better than being trapped inside my apartment listening to another 3-hour lecture for a while. I actually forgot about everything. The fashion show, Erica, Kiri, my brother, the Nintendo, the Nokia brick phone, my mother's flip-flop, everything. I was just walking, and then I checked the time, 4:17 p.m. I thought, okay, I still have time. Okay, so I kept walking, then I checked again, 4:43 p.m. Still okay. I went in another shop, looked around, came back outside, 4:52 p.m. And then suddenly my brain remembered something. I needed to go home because there was one rule I had always heard growing up: don't stay outside too late. And in my 12-year-old imagination, there was another rule that was even more important. After 6 o'clock, all the kidnappers apparently clock in their shift. 6 p.m. was the official opening time for the kidnapping industry. Before 6, safe. After 6, the kidnappers are outside. So I looked at the time again, 5:03 p.m. and suddenly I went, oh. I had approximately 57 minutes to return to civilization, because apparently I wasn't scared of my angry mother, I wasn't scared of my brother, I wasn't scared of Erica, I wasn't scared of the tension. But 6 o'clock was where I drew the line. So I started walking home, and with every step, with confidence, started disappearing, because the closer I got to the apartment, the more I remember what was waiting for me. My brother, my mother, the lecture, the flip-flop, the biggest question of all: how exactly was I going to explain where I had been? Because I had left the house screaming, I'm not coming back! And now I was literally going back. I stopped walking, looked at the apartment building in the distance, and whispered, oh, crap, I may have made a mistake. And then I kept walking, because unfortunately home was still home and consequences were waiting for me. Finally I had arrived at my apartment. The whole way back my mind was trying to pick what was scary and happening, a debate argument of good points and bad points, that the kidnappers outside are more scary than my mother's flip-flop. Then it will turn 360 and say that the kidnappers is actually not a good idea. Crazy how my mind sometimes just decides to run science theories and argumentative conversations. But anyway, someone had to open the front door of my apartment, so I did not dare. Okay, wait, my laptop. Okay, so I did not dare to call my flat number and just press the neighbor's flat number. So I left the keys at home. Luckily they let me in. Another real challenge was the front door, the main front door that connects with my apartment. Ooh, I need a drink. I need to cut this part off and come back. Because I'm like yada yada yappa 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 yappa. I need to cut this part off and come back. Okay, this is like the next part of the story time. So I had to do it. I had to knock quietly. I knocked quietly. Nobody heard it. I knocked louder then. I heard someone move. Then I heard my brother's voice saying, someone's outside. The door opens and it's my mother. I wish that maybe my brother would have opened that door first, because my mother's not that scary. But because my brother's not that scary when he's pissed off more than my mother. But my luck today wasn't lucking. My mother, pissed without any explanation, she grabs my hand and drags me inside and makes me sit down on the sofa next to my brother. My brother, surprisingly, he looks cooled down from the anger, but my mother fuming. I had to hear it. It's too late. How dare you? I had to hear. How dare you walk out like that? Talk to your mother like that. Lecture. And